Scream 7 is officially happening, and it has a couple of obstacles to overcome, mostly explaining big character absences, and there's one way it can do so but would create a Gale Weathers, Courtney Cox problem. Scream 7 will be the closing chapter of the reboot trilogy and, supposedly, the Scream saga as well, but it has already gone through some major issues before it even begins filming. Scream 7 won't count on the presence of the reboot trilogy's final girls after Melissa Barrera's firing and Jenna Ortega dropping out, but it will now bring back Neve Campbell's Sidney Prescott. After also losing director Christopher Landon, Scream 7 is now being directed by franchise creator Kevin Williamson, and with Campbell back, it's on its way to being a nostalgic closure to the saga. Plot details for Scream 7 remain unknown, making way for speculation on where the story could take Sidney Prescott, who could be after her this time, and which other legacy and reboot characters will return. As it turns out, Scream 7 has one way to explain Sam, Barrera, and Tara's, Ortega, absences, but that would create a problem for Gale's return. Scream 7 could focus on Sidney during the events of Scream 6. Sidney Prescott wasn't involved in Scream 6's New York Ghostface murders. Scream 5 2022 ending Sidney sitting on the ambulance looking at Sam. Neve Campbell returned as Sidney Prescott in Scream 2022 to help Dewey, David Arquette, Gale, Tara, and Sam with the new Woodsboro murders as a new Ghostface killer emerged. Scream 2022 revealed that Sidney is now married and has 3 kids, which was used to explain her absence in Scream 6. Campbell didn't return to Scream 6 due to salary disputes, so Gale explained that she and her husband, Mark, played in Scream 3 by Patrick Dempsey, had gone into hiding and that she deserved her happy ending, and this could be used in Scream 7's favor. Scream 7 could take place at the same time as the events of Scream 6 but in a different location, specifically where Sidney and her family were hiding. This would give a twist to Sidney's supposed story in Scream 6, showing that she still wasn't safe. Following Sidney during the events of Scream 6 would also explain why neither Sam, Tara, nor the rest of the Core 4 would be involved in Scream 7, as they would have been fighting for their lives in New York City at the same time as Sidney in another place. Scream 7's simultaneous setting would cause a Gale problem in the upcoming sequel. Gale Weathers was the only character from the main trio to return in Scream 6. A split image of Ghostface in Gale's apartment and Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers in Scream 6. The problem with Scream 7 following Sidney during the events of Scream 6 is that Gale Weathers wouldn't be able to return. So far, Courtney Cox is the only actor who has appeared in all Scream movies, but if Scream 7 followed the simultaneous setting path, she wouldn't be able to appear as she was busy in New York with the rest.